Good morning, guys. How is everybody doing? Started a little bit early this morning. Let me just jump in here real quick. I'm about to take this trade setup for the 9 o'clock opening candle. See what happens. I'm looking for a short here. So as soon as this thing triggers in 2 seconds, it's going to go short, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Wow, this was like so fast. Let's see that again.
So as soon as this thing triggers in 2 seconds, it's gonna go short, and we'll see what's gonna happen here. Wow, this was like so fast.
Yeah, okay. So, good morning, Bob. So I don't know if you saw that, but anyhow, yeah, I have the same thing set up for the 9 o'clock hour, and it's designed to take shorts only. And basically, it did just that. So it took a short, and I think I was in the trade for like literally not even like a second or two. But you saw the slow. Yeah, so I have the I have an instant replay on this thing, and I have it set up that when it plays it back, to do it back in slow motion, just because sometimes the trade is so fast, like it is right now. Good morning, Trampus. Just so you'd be able to catch it, just because it happens so quickly. So anyway, Trampus, I don't know if you're just joining. We took the 9 o'clock trade out. Did you see it? Did you get to see it? We'll wait to see some more. One of the guys, when the rest of the gang gets in here, I'll replay it again. But people have been asking me to see if I can start streaming earlier. You did not? Okay. Let's wait a little bit. So more people will jump in here. And good morning, Vegas. Once more people jump in here, I'll do the replay again, so you can see it, the replay of the trade. So yeah, so people were asking me if I could, stream a little bit longer in the morning. So what I'll do is I tried to catch an 8 o'clock trade. It didn't set up. And the overnight I actually missed. It was a winning trade. I actually missed the overnight. I was sleeping. I fell asleep. I couldn't wake up. But it was right here. Right here. And I don't remember if it was a long or short. Let me see. 3 o'clock. Let me just The 3 o'clock today was a short. So yeah, so it was a short trade. Here's the equity curve for the here's the equity curve for the 3 o'clock trade. Here's the trade this morning. If I go to the trades, so this morning it took it at 3:05 and it got out at 3:06:47, so it was in for about almost 2 minutes. But this trade plan at 3 o'clock in the morning works really good. It takes both longs and shorts, and the only couple losing trades happened early in March. One happened March 10th, and the other one on the 18th. The one on March 10th with a full loss. That's the problem. It's the full loss with this thing is $1,500, and the winner is like $500. So it's an adverse risk reward, but you can tell how this thing's working out. It just needs the stop needs to be, it's a 150 tick stop to a 49 tick target. The stop needs to be where it is based on the back testing that I've done, just to give the trade a chance to breathe. Right here, it got pretty close. If you can look at this trade right here, it got pretty close to getting stopped out within like a tick or two. And it only happened, less than a handful of times. Most of the time, it really doesn't go that much against you. You can see if we sort by the MAE, the full loss was 1,500. The next one was 1,480, and then it's 800, and then the rest is below 1,000. So I'm pretty happy with this setup. I take it pretty much every day, every London Open when I'm there, when I can wake up, because I do fall asleep a little bit early, and then I try to wake up for that trade. So anyhow. So yeah, so that trade this morning was a good one, and it happened pretty fast. It was a short. Got in at 980 3/4, and got out at 72 1/4. So it's 30 ticks. 34 ticks, sorry. This one is, I think it's set for 34. Yeah, let me see. What do I have this thing set for? I think it's 34 and 30 for the 9 o'clock. Yeah, so 34 tick target with a 30 tick stop loss. That's the parameters for this one. And I've got 30 days of data on this one. Let's bring that one up. There it is right there. This is for the last 30 days, so from March 9th. This is the trade today. So it lost on the 3rd. So last week is when it took a trade. And it doesn't, they don't happen very often at the 9 o'clock because it's designed for shorts only. So whenever it sets up, so you can see for the last, let's say 2 weeks, it's been kind of meandering, right? But we did make new equity highs today, not by much, from the 28th by like $30, right? So from here, from this point to here. So if we look at the stats, the days to recover is 11 days. So from a drawdown, it took us 11 trading days to get back up and make new equity highs. So again, pretty happy with the way this is working too, because if you combine all of them, and if I was to take all the different time frames, you guys remember we kind of did the little exercise on stacking all of them together, and it looked pretty good. So But yeah, this trade, if we look at it, I mean, this thing was so fast. It's probably going to be 0 zeros on both. Yeah, see, not in 2 seconds. So got in at 9 o'clock, and at 9:02 we were out. And it went against us a little bit, not much. All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? What should we talk about? By the way, for those of you guys in Discord, is the audio working today? I tested it this morning, and I thought it was working, so hopefully it does still. No, it's not working? That's really strange. Yeah, because I tested it this morning, and I thought it was working. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Let me check something really quickly. All right, let's see. Yeah, I guess it's not working. Yeah. You're right. No, it is. Actually, no, you're right. It's not working. It's only coming through on YouTube. That's really strange. All right, we'll try to deal with this a little bit later. Not sure why, though. I can invite you to speak, Richard, but I don't know if that's going to do it. And then you might come through on YouTube as well. So I don't know if you want to do that. Let's see. Rich, I'm going to restart the Discord really quickly. Let me see if that will if that'll fix it. It's nothing like trying to do this stuff live. Oh, we don't really have anything going on, so. All right, let's see. Can you guys hear me in there now? Now it's working? All right. So let me try to... all right. Kirk, what about now? Can we see video and hear audio and everything in there? Is it good? It's good. All right. All right, cool. Don't know what it is. Well, at least we got it to work. Sometimes too much tech is not a good thing. And then, so you guys know what you guys know this is my setup, right? So a lot of stuff going on. So I was trying to log into the Discord on one of my other machine here and see if I can get it to work. And anyhow, all right. So back to business. So how many people we have in here? Small group. So for those of you guys that missed it, here's the trade. I'll see if this will replay again. We'll try to replay it. This is a recording of the actual trade. Watch it. It just entered the trade, and just like that, it was out. So
so fast.
Happened pretty quickly. So anyway, at least that feature works, which is kind of cool. I like that. New toy for me to play with my instant replay button. My instant replay button. All right. Where are we? All right. So we got 15 minutes till the open. What are we looking at for today? So from the overnight, let's kind of analyze the chart really quickly a little bit. Let's see, we've got a low. Well, this is the low before the London Open. We'll call this the low of the overnight because it was 6 a.m. right here. And then the high obviously is here. This is the London high right here. Well, actually, we're still in the London. It hasn't closed yet, so we're making new highs right now for the London. It was, we were here. We broke out of it. The 15-minute, as you can tell, we're skyrocketing upward. Oh, yeah, it records my voice, I guess. And it puts that in slow motion as well, too. Joe, good morning. Yeah, sorry, Trempus. I guess I need to not talk when I actually record the trade. And the way it works is it has like a buffer, and when I hit the button, it captures the last 10 seconds of the buffer. And so I need to not talk during that buffer period so that you don't hear anything, and you'll just be able to hear the sound effect of the trade getting in trading view. And then when it hits that little beep 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 or whatever it makes. So anyhow, yeah, I know that's kind of freaky too. That was kind of freaking me out too when I heard that. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But anyway, so we're breaking out of here basically. If price continues to do what we're doing right now and it doesn't retrace and pull back and gets us into the range like somewhere around like here, like below 18,030s, somewhere around there. If we stay above it and the market opens and it keeps going upward, then we'll get a trade set up to go long. Some key things to look at. We're up 540 points since yesterday's Globex open. The VIX is trading at 40, which is down like 10 points from where it was yesterday. It was trading at like 50 yesterday, which is just insane. And the VIX is the volatility index, so it kind of lets you know what's going to happen overall with the market. And the other thing that we look at here is the spread. Right here where my cursor is, my mouse, I'm circle here. Let me see if I can paint around it if it's going to. Yeah. So look above here. That's showing the spread. Yesterday was like 3.5 to 4 points, 4.5 points. 1.5 points is a little bit more manageable. We'll see what happens when the market opens. Right now it's 3/4 point, which is good. Good morning to you, Beth. So we are about 10 minutes, 11 minutes from the market open. And started a little bit earlier today, just because people were asking me to get this going. So as, people get used to the new time slot, we'll, try to start at 9 Eastern. So we'll roll in here a little bit earlier, and we can kind of chat about whatever you guys want to chat about. We'll run through the trade. We'll try to catch the 9 o'clock trade like we did this morning, barely. And I got on and barely got the trade, on the stream. And so what I'll probably do is tomorrow start a little bit earlier, like maybe 10 minutes prior. So start at 8:50. And so we can try to get the trade. I don't think I'm going to, I get in here early enough to pick up the 8 o'clock trade. I don't think I'm going to stream that early. I don't think you guys will be in here that early. Although we could. Now we're going to stretch the stream over to over an hour and a half, starting at, 8 o'clock Eastern. I don't know. Is this something you guys would be interested in? You want to do it that way? We can do it like that. I don't know. It's really up to you guys, whatever you guys want to do. So I started streaming earlier because people were asking me if I could, show the earlier time slot. I'm definitely not going to be able to stream the London as much as I'd like to, just because of, everyone's sleeping at my house and I'm not in my office and I'm trading from my laptop at home. So, thanks, Rich. So that's good. Russ, so here's the thing. If we're looking at the inverted H pattern on the 5-minute, it actually broke it, right? So usually what we want to see is when it's doing this, we don't want it to go too far, right? Because it's right here. Let me redraw this. So it went here, retraced, and back. So if we were to basically draw this out, it's a straight line through like this and like that. Okay? So if it goes a little bit, that's fine. But once it starts breaking beyond it, now it's expanding. And now what it's going to end up doing is it's going to create a lightning bolt scenario for us where it's shooting to go upward. So, and what we could do is to kind of give us an idea of where it might go. If we take and draw our Fibonacci's from the low and go here, we retraced to the 38, right? So since it retraced to the 38, our target is going to be somewhere around here. So if this keeps going, I can leave this up. So we'll see what happens after the market opens, but this could be our target. Okay, so we could get to 18,290 after the market opens, and maybe by 10 o'clock or something like that. Well, we'll see. It all depends. But so that's why I'm not worried about it. Russ. And just for you guys who have no idea what Russell was talking about, this is stuff that we talk about in the Discord. So we cover about some of this little more advanced stuff that I look for, and, reversal patterns and things like that. So if it would have gotten to here, to this point right here, and then, good morning, Benjamin, and then reversed, so that would have given us a reversal candle, which we could have probably seen on the 1 minute. Which would be right around here, which gave us nothing. Okay, this is all still continuation to the upside, and it's still doing that. Even though we have a small reversal right here, this H pattern developing right here on the 1 minute. So we'll see what happens. But then again, where are we going? Is it going to come back and retest this and then go back up, which is entirely possible, right? It could do that. So it could pull back a little bit, come and retest 18,060s, and then head back up and then confirm our continuation to the upside. Does that make sense, Russell? All right, so I'll leave this up like that. We've got about another, what is it, like 6 minutes till the market opens? Excuse me, guys. Give me a second. I tried to mute the mic, and I guess I didn't. I muted it not for coughing, and then you probably heard the cough, so I apologize. I'm going to go get some water. Give me a second. All right. Hopefully the chair didn't take any trades for me. All right, Richie, take it easy, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Miguel, good morning to you. How are you? Good morning, Sai. How are you doing this morning? All right, give me 1 second, guys. I want to get stuff ready for my my trade for 9 o'clock. I need to check everything.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
All right, that seems to be okay. Let me make sure it shows up
Order
on here.
Submitted.
Yeah, it does. All right.
Order canceled.
Good morning, Trader Hawk. How are you? So for those of you who joined us a little bit chilling, good. For those of us who joined us a little bit late, we did start early today, earlier than usual. This will probably be our new start time, like 8:50 Eastern. We did take the 9 o'clock trade this morning. Yeah, volatility dropped a little bit. It's hopefully a little bit more manageable. We'll see what happens. So we did take the 9 o'clock trade this morning. That was a winner. Was in it for about 2 seconds. Mitch, you missed it? Here, let me replay it for you again. Don't mind the devil voice in the background. That's just because it's slowed down. But here's the, this is an instant replay of the trade right here.
So as soon as this thing triggers in 2 seconds, it's gonna go short, and we'll see if it's gonna happen here. Wow, this was like so fast.
So yeah, just like that. So yeah. So Beth, are you still in here? You took the 8 o'clock. Yeah, the 8 o'clock didn't set up for me because the 8 o'clock was a short. I didn't have it set up. So Beth, remember how we were talking about the Fibonacci and how to draw it and where it's going to go. So so keep an eye on this, and we'll see if this is going to play out like we were saying. So the way that I have the Fibonacci here is that anything between the 23.6, and I'll go over this quickly. We have about another minute and a half before the market opens. So you have these like pink colored lines here, or the reason I have all these different colors laid out the way I do is they correlate for the retracement to where the target could potentially go within the Fibonacci retracement. So anywhere in these pink areas, so anything from the 23.6 to the 61.8, our target is up here. Okay, this is our target. If it retraces back to the 786, then our target's right here. Okay, and if it retraces to the 88.6, then our target's here. And here's our zero line. So we draw it from the bottom, from the low to the high, till it starts to retrace. And then we got the retracement. Now, a 38 retracement is pretty common. That's probably one of the most common retracements, anywhere between 23 to 38 to maybe a little bit deeper. But for me, to take a trade based on Fibonacci stuff, I wanted to get to at least 50% retracement. And then once it gets a 50% retracement, that would be my order, and basically put an order to just go long at this point. And then I put my stop just below the low of the where we start to draw it. So, I mean, if you think about it, if it's at the 50%, the entry would be 877. The stop is 691. It's almost 100 points. So you have a 100-point stop. So this is something you would obviously trade in micros, right? Because otherwise the risk would be just too great. All right, so the market opened. We'll see what's happening. See if this thing does what it's going to do. Right now, if price stays where it's at, we are going to get a long setup or a long entry. How's our spread? Oh, our spread's pretty good. It's sitting at like 3/4 to a point. That's normal. That's like totally normal. So now if this thing pulls back and it gets back into our range here, you got to keep an eye on if it drops below 90, 18,090. If it pulls that far back and basically takes this out right here, and if it engulfs this, then we're going to be careful and try to look, see what's, because if it does that, then it could potentially, be a reversing situation and it can go down. So got about another 3 minutes till the opening of the candle, the 5 minute. What are we getting on our 1 minute chart? So what we want to do is we want to see this thing push back up on this 1 minute and close. Well, it looks like it might close inside the previous. So we'll see what happens. All right. So it did a little bit of a pullback for us, created this wick, and it's continuing to go upward. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds. This thing is going to trigger us long. I'm a little bit worried on the pullback. See what happens. We got 24 seconds. Got 5 seconds.
Order submitted.
Okay, got in.
Order submitted. Target filled.
Got in, hit target.
Order canceled. Target filled.
Need to make sure that all my positions are closed.
Order filled.
All right, give me 1 second here, guys. All right. All right, so there we go. So another successful trade. All right, guys, I just need to make sure I still have a position open here that I can't cancel for some reason. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Looks like the position is closed. Okay. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. So we have another successful trade today. Got a little bit of more stuff educated, and we learned something a little bit new about Fibonacci's and stuff. We'll cover that more as time goes on. We'll keep an eye on it. See if we get up to the 280s before we, the Fibonacci, basically the pattern is valid, by the way. This will hit target before it comes back down and gets to here. So it may, bounce around a little bit, but what it should do is it should hit here before it comes back here. So it may retrace some more, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, keep an eye on that. Thanks for joining me this morning. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this content, and we will see you guys back here again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you later. Bye now.